Pavlos Sakoglou. I founded Kalyani about 3 years ago. I was traveling at the time in Hawaii, where I met my friend Bruce, who picked me up hitchhiking, and then later on he invited me to his place in the Hamptons, where he introduced me to all his network and friends and his lifestyle. And Kalyani is essentially that. It's a lifestyle app. It's a marketplace for experiences / social network, and basically it's the pursuit of balance for our users across physical, emotional, spiritual, and intellectual energies. And the idea is that as you go on the app and you find all these practitioners and coaches and healers, the app will make sure to nudge you towards keeping boosting all your energies. If you over focus on physical energy, you run, you do a marathon, you surf every day, that's great, that's very empowering. And then the app will kindly tell you, hey, why don't you meditate today to also take care of your psyche, your soul, your spirit. So essentially is this a game of life in a way. I try to find balance in the long term, and the app will kindly help you and coach you to get there from all these experiences. And then the good thing is that that's a good win-win situation for the coaches, for the users of Kalyani. And then we're adding a third win in the equation, which is spirituality, giving. Like the sun who gives unconditionally, every transaction on the platform is linked to a charity of your choice. So if you do a surf lesson, a percentage would go to Conservation International, who is protecting the oceans and the waves. If you do a guitar lesson or an art lesson, it can go towards underprivileged kids in inner cities. And you can also directly donate to all these nonprofits that we collaborate with. We have partnerships with Conservation International, Hamptons Youth Camps, Smiles Through Cars. They're excellent nonprofits. Some of them are small and local, some of them are global. And we meet them personally, we vet them, we have all this exploratory phase with them, and we make sure that high impact, hands on the ground, they do real work, so that our users can actually focus on the lifestyle, to monetize their lifestyle for themselves, their tribe, and the world with charity. And hence we are a sustainable business. We have like this win-win-win type of model.
In looking at your bag that you're giving out tonight, which we can actually put out because I have one in my bag.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me the geometry on it? Because to me it looks like sacred geometry, is it?
Oh yeah, well actually, it has elements of sacred geometry. It's a combination of our, love for nature, the soul, the spirit, and the mysteries of the universe.
It's got alchemy in it, right?
It has quite an alchemy. I would want to talk about these three fading moons here.
Okay.
This is because it shows the progress of as the moon grows and goes in circles, so does life, and so does the whole process of life, of growth. Basically, we all go through ups, downs, completion, decay, growth, and over, and that's where we innovate Kalyani, because we want, every video game, I usually call Kalyani a video game for your lifestyle, like an operating system where you can actually, have fun while giving and growing. But essentially, we want to send users on spiritual and astral, quests where, we want to gamify it and basically reward them as they go on their self-growth journey, and want to make it fun, hence the quest, right? And at the end of every quest, which could be work out every day for 28 days, or make up your bed every morning for a week, or do a 6-week challenge, right? Or meet 5 members of our community and go work out with them, or go have a movie night and connect with like-minded people on similar journeys. We will reward you upon completion of those quests, something that we call the karma moon.
Well, yes, because right now the world is about interconnectedness.
What's that?
Right now the world is about interconnectedness.
Yes, exactly. We want every user, we want to, it's really about interconnecting all our members to reach their personal best via community and spirituality and giving.
Well, you didn't know this about me when Dee introduced me to you, but I actually run besides the Times Square Chronicles, I run a website called Unlocking the Keys to Healing.
Wow.
Where I channel stuff that was always meant to be a web portal of holistic products, holistic healing. Because right now people get turned off by holistic because people use it and it may not necessarily be what it says it is.
Yeah.
How in what you're doing with your app do you vet the things that are really of spirit or of not?
You know, when I started the app, I was really focused on exclusivity and very high-end professionals, right? And somebody who's like really, really good at their job. And then as I was, it's been 3 years in all this journey, and now, I was reading this book called Return to Love. And I was reading about how exclusivity, separation is about fear, and connection and community is about love. And
gratitude.
And gratitude, absolutely. And I would not want to be a judge to all. If a practitioner comes to me and says, "Hey, I want to grow, I want to provide my services on your platform," I will say, "Yes, go for it." And so I'm not going to block anybody from entering. I don't want to. I will vet. Of course, there is a vetting process. I get that information. I have, it's very, very a standard verification process and background checks, especially for all these nonprofits we collaborate with. However, what I did is I put my trust on put my faith in humanity and say, I created this reward system that really monitors internally a lot of your activity. If you cancel, if you say you're gonna do something and you don't do it, if somebody complains about you. And I really let the app decide and the community decide who is actually good or who is bad. Or it's not about really good or bad. Who is
really following what they say they're following.
I guess so. That well said. Yeah, that's right. And I want to let it to the people to decide. But my job as an engineer and as a founder is to make sure that my product and my processes are first of all private and secure. How at the same time they're transparent. And I want people to know, if a healing practitioner or somebody who's doing a nice retreat, in Sedona, is doing an excellent job, the app will actually have a mechanism to detect that and promote them. So it will be self-policing.
I want to get more into this, but this particular video is going long, so we're going to do a part 2.
Okay, sounds good.
But let's tell them where they can find your app first.
Right, so first of all this sounds great, and the app is very, we roll out all these features as we go. Right now, we just had the time to launch the payment system, so you can find some practitioners on the platform, a few nonprofits, and pay them directly. And by the end of the year, we will have all this marketplace ready.
Tell them what the app is.
Right. So the app right now is a payment system linked to charity that evolves into a marketplace. So you can download it and give to charity easily and pay your coach or your practitioner.
Give them the name of the app.
Oh, what's in? So the app's name is Kalyani, and it's a Sanskrit word. It means. Okay, how to spell it? Kalyani. Kalyani.
Is it .com or .org?
It's right here. And it's Kalyani.io is our website, but you should find us on the App Store. Just type Kalyani on the App Store, get the app, create an account, and there is a search, and you can find whoever you'd like. There isn't much right now for a lot of people to get on there. We're just grateful for their support if they on board and they try to use it, which requires a little bit of effort today. I would appreciate it. It will help us grow. However, I am confident that by the end of the year, by next summer, we will be fully operational with all those features.
Now you heard it here, but stay tuned because there's going to be a part 2, and wait till you see what I'm going to ask in part 2.